Okay, welcome back. This time I'm going to show you how to put a proposed class into the calendar. All right, you are logged in, has your name here and here. And you've kind of thought through what you want for classes already, and you were thinking about starting a class on March 19th, for example. Even though there's two there, you can go ahead and use this little plus button to add a new class, or another way to do it, if you can go here, add new, and in which case you would map to the date. Say you don't want this class to start till May, you'd do that. Let's go back and do the other way as well. Right, so March 19th, we're going to hit the plus button. Here we are, it's got March 19th. So this is going to be a Joy of Hand Spinning class. You've given your class a title. Don't worry about putting in the Recycled Lambs like class number. The class manager will be doing that for you. All right, so you're going to give your description. I believe you've been sent an email with suggestions of the scope of the information you want to put here. You're going to put maybe something about the materials or a minimum skill level. And all of this will be edited before it's live to the public. All right, so that's your class description. Next is location. You can either leave this blank or you can put any. Maybe you know a room you want, you can put the room name. Okay, now this is we got our start date and a timed event. And this class is going to start at 6 p.m. We need to click p.m. Now if you neglect and leave this as a.m., later when you click save, it's going to warn you that you've tried to schedule a class during a time that the store is not open. So, be careful here. Now this is a 2-hour long class, so we'll put that. Up in this area, access and priority we're not really using, so you don't need to do anything there. And you can give your class a category. If you don't do this, if you skip this step, that's all right. We'll be able to do that for you. But it's a spinning class, so we'll move it over here and say, yep, that's what we want. Okay. Now for the next tab. Participants. At this point, this is a proposed class between the class manager, which is Cheryl, and yourself. So you'll find your own name here in the system and highlight. So we want two highlighted, yourself and the class manager. Okay, that's the participants. That will trigger Cheryl an email showing her what you're proposing for a class. Next, we'll set up the repeats. Now, this is going to be a weekly class, and this class is actually going to have 4 meetings, but one of those meetings you're going to have an exception. Say you already know you have a personal event and can't teach that night. So we're actually going to put 5 here in this example. Now, we're going to add that exception. Let's change this date. You know that the second meeting of the class is delayed because you have a personal event already scheduled, so we're adding the exception. Okay. Didn't mean that one there. So we're adding an exception. So it's actually going to be 5 minus the exception for 4 class meetings. There you go. Ready to go. The last thing would be the reminders, but we're actually not going to be using that. So now you can hit save. When you hit save, if there's any other classes scheduled at that same time, you're going to get this warning of a scheduling conflict. Please just disregard that. We'll take care of that at the store. So you're hitting save a second time. Here we go. So now we're in March, and as you can now see, here's the proposed class, Joy of Hand Spindling. And there's no class shown on the 26th, but let's go look at April. And there is 3 more instances for a total of 4 class meetings. There you go. This is the proposal of a class. The next steps will be that the class manager will go in and review and maybe make some adjustments, but then when it is approved, you'll be notified. And of course, you can schedule as many classes as you're proposing. Just go ahead, and if you have 5 more classes you want to propose, go to those start dates and put them in. That's it. Thanks.